Welcome back to What's Inside. Today we are going to see what's inside of my bedroom walls.
Here. There are actually invisible speakers built into his wall. This one has no way of you knowing that there's a speaker in here. That one over there has a hole in the wall so you can actually see, because that's a subwoofer and subwoofers need air. So there's music right now. I can hear it. Oh, there's a subwoofer. It just kicked in.
Oh man, I can feel it.
Today we're gonna show you how do you install invisible speakers, how do the invisible speakers work, and we're gonna take it apart, probably break one of them. We'll have an expert in home technology, because a lot of people have never seen anything like this, where you have invisible speakers in their room. I love that, sounds good. Before we take apart these speakers and see what's inside of them, we're in your bedroom.
Yes.
Why don't you show us some of your favorite things other than the invisible speakers inside of your room? Thanks to True Audio for sponsoring this video. We partnered with True Audio with all of the speakers inside of our home and on this video.
This is a golf ball from my first birdie and eagle.
What years did you get your first birdie and eagle?
2013 and 2014.
How old were you?
6 or 7.
I was young.
Yeah.
Where's your first hole-in-one ball?
Okay, I haven't done that yet.
How does this thing work?
You start putting right here, and then you have to hit the perfect putt, because the goal is to make the ball stop right here, which is really hard, because like that's an actual hole, but that's the actual pace.
So like right here in this hole, if you can get it past there.
That's how hard you want to hit the putt.
Let's see you knock it in. First try.
There's no way. It's really tricky.
Just a sneak peek of his closet. We'll probably go in here at some point, but there are so many shoes inside of here. Which pair of shoes is your favorite?
Either these ones
Ooh, those ones, okay.
or these ones.
Oh, the Easter Bunny ones. I like the Easter Bunny ones.
They got a little bit dirty though.
Welcome to my master bedroom. It's not as cool as Lincoln's room. Like, I don't have as many shoes, I don't have as many golfing things, and I don't have as many sports things. But one thing that I do have that's cool, this is the invisible speaker, and guess what? It's not really invisible. As soon as I saw them installing this in our house about 6 months ago, I was like, okay, this is cool technology.
Yeah.
We need to show this to the world. And that was before I even heard it, to hear if it actually functions and works. We have a speaker right here, and then we have a subwoofer that is down there. So we have 2 different speakers that are invisible to us. And you can't tell, it just looks like paint on the wall, but these sound really good.
Yeah.
So 6 months ago, this is how this worked. They came in after the drywall was put in, and the drywall, they left a square or a rectangle space just big enough for this to go on the wall. There's like these little tiny wires that seem a bit sketchy to like have it in your wall. I think that's one of the main questions that people had for me. They're like,
what happens if it breaks?
if it did break, we would have to like literally cut a hole in our wall and take it out and fix it. But the good news is this has a lifetime warranty. When they installed it, before they actually put it in the wall and put like a cover over it, they put some wires into here, and then they waited to hear the beeping noise. It is connected to the system that's in the server room. Once they knew that was good, they take it, they stick it into the wall, they put this little cloth thing over it, and then they put actual like mud from your drywall. To the painter, painting on this surface was no different than painting on your actual sheetrock and drywall. Another thing that protects it from actually going out inside of your wall is this right here. This is like a little power protector box that they include that is part of the installation. So the wire starts here at the speaker, and then it runs through the wall, connects to this box, which is almost like a surge protector that stops it from getting too much energy and like actually blowing out the speaker. It goes in between the speaker and the amplifier and just protects things so that it never overloads with power. Like there's a power limit that can be set on there, and then for every speaker, it is set up properly so that it never blows. I'm sure you guys are wondering, like, this is not a speaker. How does it make noise?
Explain that.
So this is our speaker, and this is Clint, who installed the speakers in our house. Clint, I have no idea how this is actually a speaker. How does this thing work?
I mean, like, yeah, most speakers, it usually has like the little circle thing. It's like you could see it vibrating.
The technology in this one's really cool. These little transducers are actually vibrating this whole surface area at all the high frequencies, and then we kind of got those subwoofers taking care of all the low frequencies.
Lincoln, I think you need to break into this. I want to get this transducer out of here and see if there's anything else more in the foam. Like,
Transducer.
the True Audio Wraith Invisible Speaker. Oh! Okay, it does look more like a speaker. Okay.
Uh-oh. I think I ripped the wires out.
Yeah, that's not working anymore. But this does look like we took apart a giant subwoofer, and it did have
that
something
looks like
similar.
it. Yeah.
It even had this, what looked like a 3D printed cone down here at the bottom. This is connected directly to the foam. As Lincoln tears apart the invisible speaker, we are finding that it actually does look more like a speaker on the inside of this. I wonder if I can get it with one hand. Nope, I'm not strong enough to get one. It does kind of look like speakers on there, inside of the foam, and then it connects to that part of the wall and just makes the music out of that. Invisible speakers in your house. To give you an idea of like what this actual part that makes the noise looks like.
Oh boy.
That's
That
harder than I
almost hit my
thought.
finger. I was scared there for a minute.
This is called the knee bend test.
Oh! Oh! Wow, that was loud!
That was so loud. There's the inside of your invisible speaker right there. Almost like a styrofoam type board. It's thicker and harder than styrofoam.
Oh! You got both of them out.
There goes the speaker. And then on the outside of it, it just has this really nice felt that's on here. Here's your brains of the speaker right here. It's just, these are the transducers, and the transducer and the speaker part that connects to here, and you can see that it just kind of glues onto this center part right here. And this whole thing, when installed properly, can vibrate and make noise inside of the wall, and then you don't have speakers right next to your master bed in your beautiful bedroom. Probably wouldn't be recommended to put like a artwork over it. You could still hear it, but it's so fun. Why is it so fun to destroy stuff? I don't get it. We did a full home tour on our family channel where we showed the lighting, the speakers, and how everything is connected inside of our house, so make sure that you go check that out. And we also saw what's inside of a $5,000 giant subwoofer with two 12-inch sub speakers in it on our What's Inside channel. We published that like a week or two ago, so you can go check that one out. True Audio sponsored this video, but I will tell you honestly, like, I love these speakers inside of our master bedroom and inside of Lincoln's bedroom. It's a really cool feature. We even have it in the piano room where it just keeps the room looking more elegant and more natural, yet you can really enjoy the sound. You hear it, you feel the bass that's coming out of the wall. It's a really innovative idea to keep your dream home looking and sounding the way that you want it to be.
Magic. Oh, shoot. No.
These speakers inside of my
Oh,
room.
dang it.
Oh, you got it. The best part. True Audio did